Hey y'all, how you doing? It's your girl RB, the Sansoros Basemera, and we all know Ramyun and Chill Ep.04, How the Tables Have Turned, dropped yesterday. And as usual, I'm here to give a recap, more of a recap actually, not a review. But yeah, if you're not subscribe to the bell button, get notified every time I upload. But anyway, let's just jump into it, y'all. This time I'm going to try not to talk much. I'm going to try and take less time as much as possible. But yeah, of course we got off. Remember, it ended when Sonia and Minche were I was like, finally some action. Finally some action. Sunrise or sunset? Do you like chopping? Anyway, I'm just going to jump straight in. So now finally in episode 4, finally, Tiffany voices out who she likes more among the girls. She might not like them like to her level, but at least she mentioned that among all the guys she feels more connected or like attracted to Kyojin. Who knew? Actually thought she had vibed with Changho a lot, but turns out it was Kyojin on her mind all along, or like it didn't go as she thought it would go, and it's still like Kyojin's one ranking up there. But I'm glad she finally aired it out. She finally voiced it, because she kept on saying, most of the other episodes she used to be like, I don't care, I don't like anyone, blah blah blah. She's just doing her own thing. But finally, she finally mentioned someone, at least progress. On the other hand, Changhook, after that Ramen and Chill room night, comes and voices how he actually really likes Tiffany. This reminds me of episode 3, whereby Changhook and Tiffany were like in the kitchen making ramen, talking what, and Kyojin felt left out. He kept on peeping. How the tables have turned for this one as well. Not only for them, but for this one as well, because it's now the other way around. It's like A, B, C. A likes B, B likes C, but C likes A. So it's like everyone cannot have who they want. But in this case, actually, A likes B and B likes A. C likes A, and it's I'm sorry, Changhook, but man, oh man, someone planted a seed of doubt, and the seed of doubt sprouted. It grew, and you lost your girl. Moving on, I was talking about the conversation that it all suddenly turned out that they're having a conversation by the swing, Tiffany and Kyojin, and like as a viewer, I was like, can we move on? Sunsets, sunrise, chopping, like I was bored. But of course, if you're a girl and you like a dude, even though he's talking about the math equation, you'll be like, oh, interesting. Or you'll be looking at his lips or his head, whatever. You find it all interesting. Maybe that's how Tiffany was. They're having a nice conversation, they're enjoying themselves. But as a viewer, I was like, move on already. Just have that conversation in private. It's boring for me to watch. Sorry to say, but I was bored at the beginning. I was like, that was a slow start. After the kiss scene, and then we just go into that. Maybe it was just to calm down our excitement from that. Guys, it turns out Sonia and Minje had very many cute moments or lovey-dovey moments that they didn't show us last time, because what they're showing us they were in the kitchen snacking up. Actually, even when people were seeing, that's why it turns out everyone knew about the kiss. Because they were, I think even though they were drunk, they kept doing touchy all over themselves, or sniffing or whatever. But they had those moments. I don't know if it was the alcohol or if they like each other. Though during the confessionals, it seemed like Minje was like regretting it a bit. I don't know if, anyway, I'm not doubting it in a bad way. It's like public, everyone knows. No, unless you're bold enough, I don't think anyone is going to be going for any of those two, Minje or Sonia. It's like, okay, you guys have your own thing. I don't think anyone is going to meddle in there. Fast forward, there's a game, treasure hunt. You go find cards that have been hidden anywhere. It could be the Ramen and Chill room, the living room, the whatever. You just look everywhere. There are 2 cards. That means only 4 people get to go. The winner gets a motorboat, and the first runner up, gets a canoe. So of course, the one who gets the cards get to choose a partner. It could be the girls, it could be the men. I like it. I feel like, yeah, treasure hunt, anyone can play still. Like, I like the fact that they involved everyone in games. Like, it's a game anyone can compete, like, participate in. So, of course, we find that Dan gets the first card almost immediately. Almost immediately. Like, they've just gonna get found the card almost immediately. Meanwhile, our gentleman KJ is in the fridge. At first, I thought, like, what is he doing? Is he chilling? Is he looking for a drink? He's going to sit. Because I was like, maybe he's cocky enough, or like he's confident. Thinks like if a girl pick gets the card, he's automatically going to be chosen because he's one of the popular dudes. That's what I was thinking. But as I later found out, he thought that he hidden the card in the fridge. So fast forward, Tiffany finds the second card. Ooh. And Tiffany and Drama goes again, I don't even want to find it. You know. I'm like, come on. Like, there's a way, I don't know them personally, honestly, like Terry said, but there's a way sometimes they do things and they're like, seriously, girl? You don't pretend you didn't see it. Or you open it and be like, show someone. You didn't have to pick it up and, I got it, because now it shows that you got it. Quietly see it, move away. If you didn't want to get it. You want something that you're pretending. Like, I'm like, why? Why? Seriously, why? Anyway, Dan likes to be dramatic where it's not necessary. So you tell them to pick a partner. And in my head, honestly, they didn't show us a lot of what happened yesterday. They didn't show us all the conversations. So yesterday, I thought, like, not yesterday, the previous episode, but it's yesterday, of course, because there are only 4 days there. I thought he had vibed well with what's her name, Sabrina. So in my head, I was like, he's obviously going to pick Sabrina. I was even saying obviously. Then my dude is like, can you make an appeal? I'm like, come on, just pick who you want. That shows he's not yet sure. He wants a girl who likes him, he likes that person. He doesn't want to even choose. Or I also feel like he has the thing of he's scared of going directly and be like, hey, do you want to go on the boat ride with me? Because of the rejection he has been getting, I have a feeling it's not because he's like, he will just like a girl who likes him. I feel like he just didn't want to get rejected again. Like, he just goes in and be like, oh, Sabrina, let's go on the boat ride. And Sabrina is like, I don't want to. That would hurt for like the third time, fourth time that has happened to me, to be so much. So I think the appeal thing was just to cover up that thing of like, if girls appeal, he will know which girls want to go. So he'll know where to choose. Honestly, I think that's why he did that, not because he's not sure or he just wants to go with whoever wants to go with him. But I just think the rejection had too much that he didn't want that pain to be repeated. It would be humiliating, honestly. So I think a lot of people are saying, he just doesn't know who he wants. But I think it's the rejection that he was scared of. So imagine if the conversation they had last night with Erica, she said, this time I'll allow her not, Now imagine if he had asked her and she rejects him again, because when he asked them to appeal, she's just like, no, I'm good. She didn't want to. So imagine he had asked her again and she rejected him. So I think he was avoiding rejection this time around, wanting to find out which girls want to go, so that he narrows down which people to ask. I don't fault him for that. No one wants to get rejected many times within 4 days. It's like every day you're getting rejected. Nah, we don't want that. No, we don't want that. So, yeah, everyone states their case and Bella wins. I was shocked Bella won because I thought Sabrina would win. But not bad. It's okay. And also Tiffany is told to pick who she wants to go with. But because of what Dan did at the beginning, it becomes a thing. The guys have to appeal as well. And it turns out everyone did. No one said, I don't want to. Everyone did appeal. And in my head, I was like, it's obvious. Everyone can see it from a distance. Everyone can see it. Even the blind could see it. It's going to be KJ. It's going to be Kyojin. And it was Kyojin. Oh, Chang-hook was... Even though he was playing it off cool, I have a feeling he was hurt. Everyone has that. Even though it's small ego or like some emotions, if you like someone, I feel like it was hurt because I think he thought he would be picked. But I think they said you cannot go with the same person you went with the previous day. Oh, that's for the Ramyun and Chill, but still. Yeah. So, and then, the thing is when Erica rejected Dan, like again, after her complaining, no one likes me, I'm like, babe, why did you even audition for this show? You don't even giving it a chance. Like, you just want, this is the guy I want. I want this guy to like me too. That's it. End of story. And then I'd be like, seriously, why did you come on to this show? For what? That spot should have been someone else. No offense to Erica. I don't know her personally, but according to what I'm being seen or how the editing is being done, she's in the wrong place. Why is she even there? Like, she doesn't care. She's like, she doesn't want to do anything anymore. But of course, you can't change because it's not like a month thing. It's just a full days thing. You can't bring in someone new. But I wish she's not the one who got chosen. And maybe during auditioning, she just fluked her way in, but she's not it. She's just known for this show. Honestly speaking, that's just my opinion. News alert. Erica no longer, not Erica, sorry, Bella doesn't like KJ stroke Hyojin like that anymore. I was happy. I was so glad. Because I'm like, he doesn't like you, you know it, and she knew it, and she's like, why is she sticking on someone who doesn't like it? Move on. You get? And I'm so happy she did. She didn't like him like that anymore. I'm not even low-key happy, like I'm openly happy. I'm not secretly happy. I'm openly happy about that fact. You know, that she doesn't like him like that. Girl, queen, you know your worth. He's not into you. It's not worth it. Move on. You tried. Cut. Time to move on. This is where I relate with the panel more. Megan Moon was like, can we vote people off? Like after Erica was like, no, I'm good. Megan Moon was like, can we actually vote people off? I'm like, yes. I'd said that earlier. I didn't say about voting people off, but I said like someone else deserved that, like that position. Someone else deserved that spot on that show. Like, babe, why did you even audition for this show? You don't even giving it a chance. Like someone who was actually really interested in participating and really participating well. Because Erica, you ain't it, girl. You ain't it. I also agree with what Terry said. He's like, he doesn't know anyone personally, and he does not like Tiffany. But Erica just overtook Tiffany, and now is in the first position of people to dislike. I swear, I also do not know those people personally, but Erica has reached me here. Let me even, I don't know that. That's how it's just, and two so one, Erica and Tammy. I'm even going to speak Luganda, but now you're Mwana and Tammy. Erica and Tammy. Up to, I'm tired. I don't like Tiffany because of those. I feel like she's more pretentious. Pretend she doesn't care. Like, why are you even there in the first place? Both Erica and Tiffany, I'd be like, but at least Tiffany is not. She's giving. If people ask her, she'll go. But Erica, no, she doesn't give anyone a chance. But now again, yeah, I'm tired of Erica. No offense though. Moving on. So here we are. Guys are having like that little conversation, like their little boy talk. You know, it's like how you sit down as gonna be like, hey, this girl, this guy. So they're having their little talk, and guess who they're talking about? They bring up what they talked about last night, of course, of Erica claiming that, oh, because she's black. And I always said, Erica, when it comes to, you're like light, like a brown skinned black, like you're half black, half white, literally. You're not like black. If someone's complaining about black, it will be Bella. But you're complaining because you're black, no one likes you. So they're talking about that. And then the guys are like, you had it too, yes, blah, 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 blah. And then they go to be like, it's not about, if you're pretty, it doesn't matter, you're race or where from, like, you know, such a thing. Like, they give then Dan mentioned Bella. Like, Bella is not only because of her good looks, but she's also interesting to talk to. Her conversations are very interesting. She's way darker than who? Than Erica. So the black thing, really, I feel like it was, you just admit that this time no one likes you like that. When you have that privilege, like, everyone likes me. I'm just tired of Erica. I'm sorry that I can't hide it. She's annoying me so much. You know, it's that, like, you know, that scratch you cannot, that itch you can't reach and you want to scratch it. That's what Erica is to me right now. She's itching me so badly. I want to scratch her off, but I cannot. I can't reach to scratch her off. Anyway, I was like agreeing. I'm like, yes, this is a nice conversation, but they didn't talk much about it. And then also when Minje and Chan, is it Chan? I think, friend zone Tiffany, like they say as a friend. I feel like that thing played in as well. Like the fact that you can speak Korean, people be comfortable around you, comfortable like a sister, comfortable as a friend, you know. In that way, you don't experience more of what the other people are experiencing, like the bonding the people are getting, unlike the language, because it's a show that transcends culture and languages. So you come in and you're speaking Korean, it kills what the show is all about in the first place, I think. But anyway, That's just my opinion. So yeah, Minje, Chan, friend zone Tiffany. Not that there are only two people who aren't so much interested in her, because I feel like it was Dan, Chang Hook, and KJ that were interested in Tiffany. Minja and Chan didn't really show that. Is it Chan? They didn't really show that much interest. So here we're having a good guys chat and all, and they take us to Tiffany and KJ's conversation when they were on the canoe. Remember, now they have to be rowing on their own. It's hot out there, but then their conversation, I thought they'll be talking about something else to get to know each other much. I don't know, maybe they've been talking secretly and we didn't know much. They have not shown it on like camera. But then they're talking about, oh, Erica, oh, they're talking about other people. I'm like, okay, maybe I guess there are not as many sunsets to talk about as I thought there would be. So there was that. And I think this is relevant to the whole show, but how many times did Jin bring up the gestation period? I think like 4 times he kept on mentioning, yeah, just like the gestation period, gestation period, gestation period, gestation period. Those who watch historical dramas, you'll understand what the gestation period is in Korea. If you did not, I'll put it somewhere here so that you get what gist it is. But Jin kept on talking about gestation period, gestation period. I'm like, guy. Gayo. And then there's this conversation between Bella and Erica. I hope Bella stays smart, because I don't want Erica's behaviors to rub off on her. You know that thing of like, they'd be like, your friends are who you are, but that's not sometimes true. But I hope she's clever enough to know what to sponge from Erica and what not to, but they're there. So some that is being talked about, KJ, who we thought was a gentleman, but it seems like, I said it before, a wolf in sheep's clothing. I said that in like when I was talking about episode 2, I think. So if you want to watch that video, go check it out. I like that Dan and Bella, when they went out for the boat ride, he was being a gentleman. The conversation was flowing naturally. Nothing seemed forced or awkward. So I like that they were vibing well. And I like both their honesties, like how Dan is honest and how Bella is honest. They kind of have a similar character in that way. They just gel well for me in that way. And I like their honesty, honestly. When you talked about, I was supposed to pick this one, I wanted to pick this one, I was confused. No one is lying, they're just being honest, which means is that they're comfortable with each other enough to be honest with each other as well. And it seems like Sabrina, my girl, is hot, because they're showing us a close-up of Erica saying, oh, they look like celebrities, they look like royalty coming off their boat, they look so good. And then they just show us Sabrina storming off, but I think it's just the editing. But it just yeah, I think Sabrina was a little hot, if not a little hot. She was hot a lot, or she was just acting, who knows. But I feel like she was hot. She had talked about wanting to go on the boat earlier, the other night with who? Dan. After that, everyone was like partnering up and having conversation with different people. So they kept on jumping from Bella and Dan's conversation to Tiffany and Kyojin's conversation. It was like jumping from a very interesting conversation to a not so serious conversation. Actually, from a serious conversation to a not serious conversation. You could just see the difference between the conversations. I'm sorry, but Tiffany and Kyojin's conversation was like, it didn't seem so serious. They just like, just surface level, like yeah. But like like I said earlier, they had said Bella has a way of making conversation interesting. So I felt like the conversation for Bella and Dan was more interesting than I would think. Actually, after that, there's nothing much is happening. I'm just waiting for is it like the final night, the final dinner? I'm seeing drama is coming. I'm like, what is going on? But we have to wait another week. Next Tuesday, that will be like December. We have to wait. I cannot wait. But I think now you can easily tell who my favorites are, who the people I don't that like I just in the middle are there. And like for the men, I don't have much. I'm just like, But for the women, like I think you can see that I'm vibing more with Bella. Like she's a queen, she's up there. She's like the one I like the most in the group. And then in the middle, of course, in the middle, that's where I have actually let me say Bella, then Sonia, then Sabrina, then Tiffany, and the one at the bottom right now, Erica. For the men, I'm not thinking much about them. I'm sorry, but that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Rose Basemera. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And young tomato bar.